The intensity to volume ratio, one of the biggest conundrums and trade-offs that we're forced to make when programming our workouts. Because of course you can't sprint a marathon. I want to put a lot of tension in the muscle and I want to work it really, really hard. Awesome, great, but don't expect to go with a lot of volume. Or you could say, I love volume training, I love getting a good solid pump and really burning out the muscle. Endurance-wise, good, but you kind of have to compromise on that intensity and strength development. I'm very much a have your cake and eat it too kind of guy, which is why I created my grind style calisthenics workout program several years ago, which attempts to program in such a way that you don't have to compromise. You can have both in the workout by just simply making the workout go in 4 phases for optimal warming up, strength, and for endurance and hypertrophy development. And now I've got yet another new program which serves the same purpose if you don't want to kind of go the GSC route. Now, I don't have a name for this program yet, but I'd love to hear your ideas for names down below in the comments section. But here's basically how it works. So as all things with Red Delta Project, we go with our fundamental movement patterns, which we separate into our 6 tension chains. We have 3 movement chains, push, pull, and squat, and our 3 support chains of flexion, extension, and lateral. And we're going to look at this from a full body workout perspective today, but feel free to split this up however you like throughout the week. Lots of times people do movement chain day and support chain day. You can have push, pull, or upper, lower, classic splits. However you like to do it, it's up to you. So we'll start off with push, pull, and squat. You're going to select one major exercise per chain. So for pushing, we'll say dips, rows for pull, and then for squat chain, we'll have our lunges. Here's the kicker. You have only 2 working sets. That's it. You are limiting yourself. And the reason for this is because when we have more volume, or we have an open-ended approach like we usually do with GSC, there's always a tendency to kind of hold back and pace ourselves a little bit. Do not pace yourself. Now, those are working sets. If you need like a warm-up set, a general shifting and stuff like that, like in GSC to prepare yourself, that's perfectly fine. Plus, if you have like your first 2 sets and that one, the second one's really kind of ramping up and you're like, I feel like I could you get another really good one, then get it. You're looking for 2 good sets because ideally what you're trying to do here is have a very sharp drop off in your ability to work the muscle after those 2 sets. So go in a circuit format of dips, rows, lunges. Right away. Dips, rows, lunges. Good. Done. After that, now we're on to the support chains. So we'll have hanging leg raises, table bridges, and side planks. And again, 2 sets. That's what you get. So you go circuit format with that. While the support chains are working, the movement chains are resting. And that usually shouldn't take too long. You can use each of these as kind of like a little micro workout, which works exceptionally well, or you can combine it all together into a full body workout. Usually takes about 45 minutes, depending on your speed and your pace. So once your support chains are done, now you're back again to the movement chains. But here's the kicker. You're not allowed to do the same exercise again. You have to do something different for the chain. So instead of dips, let's say we're doing like pike push-ups. For the pulling, instead of rows, we'll go with a pull-up variant. And then for legs, we'll have something more explosive. We'll say something like a hill sprints or skater squats. Okay, all out, 100% everything you've got. Same deal, 2 sets to push yourself really, really hard. And then you do the same thing one more time for your support chains. We'll go with stretch outs and then maybe like reaching bridges. And then finally for lateral plank, we'll have some T-planks. So at the end of the day, you've gotten each major movement and tension chain for 4 sets of 2 different exercises with a good amount of intensity, and that's one workout. You get this for another workout or maybe even 3 workouts a week. That's a pretty decent amount of volume while also emphasizing intensity. Plus you also have a good amount of variety as well for your exercises. So you don't have to quite make the compromises that seemingly come from one or the other. It's a very good, well-rounded approach. And my clients have been really enjoying this because it's also a little easier on the mind of saying, I've only got 2 sets of this. I can really push myself and I don't need to feel like I'm slogging through it. That's the basic gist of the program, and I'm sure it's going to evolve and change over time, but I'd love to hear your thoughts and ideas on this, and give it a try for yourself. Questions down below. Like this if you like it, share, subscribe, and all that. It really helps out the channel, and it's very much appreciated. Thank you all for watching. Be fit, live free.